Another day, another video. Today was not gonna be a very long one. It's just gonna be I'm just wondering what's y'all's opinion on the whole situation where London, it was obviously an amazing event, an amazing crowd. They were loud all the time. Never felt like a dull moment. It's just that the crowd may have gone a little too far whenever they're being loud. And they started calling out where the enemies were planting the bomb for obviously the Ravens. It is their home crowd, so this has happened from the two other esports. But the thing is that Call of Duty, it may have not it may not be as beneficial, but it's still an advantage. An advantage is still an advantage, and in a pro scene like this, any pro scene, the smallest of advantages can lead to just somebody being pummeled just by one small advantage. And the Ravens having the crowd constantly tell them where the enemies are going to be planning, or where the enemies are going to be at, like obviously like making that whenever they're close to sniping somebody, they're obviously they're not going to get rid of that sight, and they're not going to get away from that line of sight. So it's going to give them an advantage to where the enemies are going to be. It always gives them an advantage to where the enemies are going to be. It's all about advantage, and mostly in S&D, that's a huge advantage. Knowing where somebody's going to be in this game is a huge advantage, because then they don't know where you are. But if you do, you know where they are, that's pretty much a big drawback, since you don't have your element of surprise, and they know where to look for. Instead of covering multiple lanes, they probably have to cover like one or two, knowing that you're going to be there. So this could be a very huge problem, and it will be a huge problem if the crowds are this loud and they start cheering on their teammates, not their teammates, their team, their hometown team, and they start cheering and start telling them where they're going to be, and if they're close to killing one. It's kind of a weird situation, because yeah, you want the crowd to be loud, but you don't want the crowd to be disrespectful and tell the hometown team to go this way or aim down this way. Sure, the best teams are still going to beat them, and the teams that are better than them are still going to beat them, but still, it's Call of Duty, and a little bit of advantage can go a long way. Past games, a little advantage didn't do much, but this game, with such short time to kill, it's everything. You will lose if you have just a little bit less information than the other team. So I personally think that it's good that they're cheering, but it's gonna be a drawback if they're cheering and helping their hometown team win by calling out. So there has to be a way for a CDL to tell these crowd that if you cheer like that, you're going to be punished, because it's technically a form of cheating. Sure, they're not directly helping the team, but still a form of cheating. It's unfair for the enemy team, and I don't know what you do about it, but yeah, at least hope that the crowd isn't doing this next event, because this is not respectful or sportsmanlike at all. If your team loses and they were the worst team, then they should lose. The better team should always win. For sure, it's not going to always go like that, but it's better to have an even playing field than to have the home team do that. If it goes to the point where they have to start enforcing this and start telling people to stop cheering, it's gonna suck, because you're gonna have a huge crowd and nobody's cheering, and nobody wants that. I just hope that the fans understand you should not be helping your team and giving them an unfair advantage. It's an even playing field, and that's how sports should be, an even playing field. That's all I'm going to talk about today. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. I know it's a short one. I'm going to be making a video about the update, and hopefully I'm almost done with marksman rifles. They'll be gold soon, and we'll have platinum sniper rifles sniper rifles and platinum marksman rifles videos next time. I'll see y'all on the next one.